Hello, YTPC. Scott, the Night Train Piper. From the mountains of Southern California. I want to take a second and thank those of you on the prayer chain who prayed for my buddy Dave and his family. He passed away a little over a week ago. After a pretty long battle with ALS, horrible disease, your mind stays as sharp as ever and your body just kind of deteriorates around you. And he got to the point where he couldn't eat, really couldn't do anything. So he was on hospice and didn't last long once he was put on hospice. So I intended to go visit him before he passed, but he beat me to the punch. He was very competitive, so I'm sure that pleased him no end. He got to heaven before me. But I'm going to miss him. As many of you know, it's tough when you get to our age. And friends kind of, you know, they're hard to come by sometimes. So his memorial service is March 8th. And I've been asked to speak. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'll come up with something. I'm not really a funeral attender, I have to admit. I don't do funerals very much. But thanks again for the prayers. I'm smoking Redburn today. I just got back from a trip where partly included his house and his going to see his wife and his daughter that were there and taking them out to dinner and just delivering some stuff and, talking about Dave and doing some other things. I had a conference after that that I went to in Phoenix. And then after that, my wife and I took a little 4 day trip into the Tucson area and branched out from there. Our home base was Tucson though. And we're home. So, and it's been nice here. It's been in the, like 60s in the daytime. Boy, it's just lovely. I'm loving the no snow and no super cold right now. And we're kind of over the hump. It's probably not going to snow anymore after February. You really don't get much in the way of snow. You do get snow, I should say, but you don't get much in the way of the snow that just lingers and is really hard to deal with. Most of it is kind of slushy after this point. And, I was thinking about all kinds of things just in the last week or two about childhood memories and friends and everything. And, one thing I was thinking about is just how fortunate I have been in my life to have friends like that, like I had there. And I got a lot of other friends that some of which I don't stay in very much contact with, but some of which I do. And so I'm very happy that I have those friends still, and filled with gratitude that I had time to spend with Dave in the last couple of years. And we all thought he was going to pass away in 2023 because of a big incident he had. His heart actually stopped and he was in the hospital. So, but yeah, I've been thinking about a lot of things, thinking about trains of all things. When I was a kid, I listened to trains in the background as I fell asleep. It was a big part of my childhood. Every night I remember hearing trains and the sound of the chug chug and the train whistle in the distance. It wasn't right next to my parents' house, but in the distance. It's still to this day, it's a very comforting sound to me. the sound of the train. So I love it when I'm near a train, if we have an Airbnb or whatever. I love it. And I don't even mind traffic noise too much because it can sound like a train too to me. But my wife and I are planning another trip to Texas, and that is in April. So we're going to go down to Galveston and South Padre Island, probably the Rio Grande Valley, some of those areas, and just explore all of those areas in a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. And the funeral will be done with by then and everything, so it'll be nice to get away and sort of do some stuff like that, and all the new things. I've been to Texas a couple of times, but I've never been to this part of Texas. So if you have any recommendations for that part of Texas, let me know. Things I should see and do. And I'd be interested to hear if you have any recollections from childhood, like my train memory. I'd also be interested if you have any really good friends that you're thankful for. Let me know. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I'll talk to y'all later.